is highly unlikely to even travel to Phoenix. Now, head coach Ty Lue still seems optimistic, saying, quote, "We beat Utah and won 4 games in a row, so it's very, very doable." Added an extra berry just for impact. All right, Slick Ric Bucher is back with us, but Marcellus, is the Clippers-Sun series over?
No, it's not over. You in that pass-fail class again you were talking about?
Shocking.
Damn.
Shocking that Marcellus would say that.
I mean, look, some things are right under your nose. You don't even got to think about it. They play tonight, so no, the series is not over. As I check my watch right now, it's only 1:13. So, yeah, the series ain't over. We got games to play. You'll notice I made it plural, not singular, because Ty Lue, ooh, have I seen Ty... Which one is looser? Have I seen Ty Lue before down 1-3 and come back even on a bigger stage than this? Yes, I did. Yeah. Now, Paul George, this is not on you. And I'm glad Acho finally cleaned his act up from the A block to now where we are, because he said Paul George needs some help. Yeah, let's talk about that help. Reggie Jackson, just be a little more efficient. Terrence Mann, start. Ty Lue's been almost perfect these playoffs in terms of his adjustments. Here's one that failed. Whoa. When we had Terrence Mann out there starting, we won that game. Then we got cute. And then we said, oh, let's put Morris back out there. That didn't go so well because Morris, oh, my God, still not himself. 4 points, 2 for 8 shooting. And then when we did make our run in the third quarter, guess who helped us make our run? Terrence Mann. So let's start Terrence Mann. I don't care how he looks. I don't care what you know in the analytics. Terrence Mann's the Energizer Bunny, and he has the confidence that he doesn't know enough to know that this is a big stage and that he could go out there and take advantage of it. All of that said, Ty Lue will lead the charge once again, one at a time. This is not a daunting task. It's tough. Yeah, but if we take it one at a time, like Coach used to say, stop looking at me like that, Acho, we go out there and we handle business. Trust me. This is a gangster sweep. I told y'all that before. I was trying to be on the fence of a grown man sweep and a gangster sweep. This is gangster sweep. We win in 7. Clips in 7. Facts. Y'all not, anybody? Help? Y'all don't believe me or y'all just think I'm funny?
Look, Sal, let's start here. What? Ty Lue did lead a team back from down, 3-1.
Don't say LeBron's name and then I'm listening.
Okay. Well, the kid from Akron was also a part of that team. And the kid from Akron is the only reason that team came back from down 3-1.
Where the kid from Akron at right now?
Do not give Ty Lue credit where Ty Lue does not necessarily deserve the majority of it. More importantly, though, teams have a 0.49% winning percentage of winning a series when down 3-1. That means every team that's ever gone down 3-1, 1 out of every 200 times it happens, they come back to win the series. 1 out of every 200 times. Sal, you know this series is over.
No,
it's unfortunate.
No, I don't.
Because I like talking Clippers ball with you. I've grown in my knowledge of the Clippers, Clip City, Chip City. I feel like a little bit more of an underdog in life just by osmosis, just by sitting here with my dog. But it's a wrap.
You're wearing our colors, too.
It's game over. Now, why is it game over? Because you can come back from down 2 games against a team you are better than, a la the Dallas Mavericks, a la the Utah Jazz. You can be down 2-0, come back.
Open your eyes if you're about to say what you're going to say.
No, I got to close my eyes when I think about good thoughts sometimes. But you can't come back down 2 games against a team that's better than you.
Man, I knew you were going to say, close your eyes again, pray. You better pray again. The hell? Come way better than these dudes.
Down 2 games against a team that's better than you, Slick, you talk to them because I can't get through the hard-headed skulls.
Slick ain't crazy like you. Slick ain't saying that.
You know, Celis, that Acho is confident in his argument when he gets his therapist's voice. When he starts to go, oh, look, Celis, I hate to do this, but I just got to break it to you. Where's the couch?
Yep.
Oh, no, Marcellus, I am with you. No, the series is not over. Game 4.
What?
The Clippers shot 5 for 31 from 3-point range. They are the best 3-point shooting team in the league. If they hit one more 3, it's a different game. The only blowout in the first 4 games is owned by the Clippers. The 3 Suns wins were all a last possession situation, could have gone either way. And one of the things that I'm hearing that really bothers me is this idea that the Clippers are losing because they're fatigued. They've had to play 17 playoff games already. And Paul George is averaging 40 minutes a game, has played the most minutes of any guy in the playoffs so far. You know how many minutes he averaged back in 2014 and 2013? He averaged more minutes per game. And he played more games overall. You know, the reason we didn't make a deal out of it is because, number one, this load management and rest has become this overarching thing that is so important. But the reality is there were 10 more players who averaged more minutes than he did. And in 2013, LeBron James played 23 games, averaging way more than 40 minutes, and ended up winning a championship. So this idea that the Clippers are fatigued or that somehow they've run their course because they've had to play too many games, I just, look, can the Suns win this series? Absolutely. They can win. They can win the series. But the fact that the Clippers are down 3-1, the way this series has gone, the Suns are not a dominating team. How many playoff series have they closed out?
I'm done listening.
In the history of this group.
I'm done listening to this nonsense. I'm done listening to this nonsense.
Year, that's it.
Slick.
They're not proven. They're not a proven team. So I do believe the Clippers can crawl their way back.
Timeout. I need a full timeout.
You full.
Now bring Marcellus on the screen.
You full of it.
Here is a problem. You can tell by Marcellus's, I guess, lack of hair, if you will, and by Slick has a young energy, so he's a little deceptive. But you can tell a little bit that these two gentlemen are further away from knowing the physical differences between being 23 years old and 30 years old. Now, because I'm 30, I genuinely know exactly the difference between how much energy I had at 23 versus how much I have now at 30.
Wow.
Now, Paul George in 2013-14, Slick Rick, was 23 years of age. Paul George right now is 30 years of age, Slick Rick. So if the premise of your argument, or at least one of the foundational building blocks of your argument, is that Paul George is still as youthful by play as he was at 23, I must tell you, as a seasoned 30-year-old, that is no longer the case. But furthermore, Slick, I'm flabbergasted by your take, Slick. Marcellus, I understand. He's a Clippers fan. He believes that, all that. But you, Slick, you're such an astute analyst. I don't understand how you can look beyond the fact that the Suns shot 20% from three, 36% from the field. The Suns did not make a three-pointer in the second half. They were 0 for 9 from three in the second half, and they still won. Disregard that. We know in really close games, Slick, there are going to be a couple toss-up games. There have been 2 toss-up games in the first 4. Game 4 was a toss-up game. Game 2 was a toss-up game. The Suns won both of the toss-up games. In a series that's 50-50, if we want to call it that, say the Clippers and Suns are evenly matched, the Suns stole 2 of the games that were there to be stolen. Just like, remember, Bucks-Nets, evenly matched series with the players down, the Bucks stole an extra toss-up game. For those 2 reasons, Slick, that's why I'm out on you and Marcellus. The series is over because the Suns stole the games that were there for the taking.
I actually appreciate that aspect of it, because that is the one thing that gives me pause, is the fact that the Clippers have had opportunities, as you say, to steal the game, and the Suns stole it instead. But when I look overall at who the Suns are, do I think that there's some dominant team where it was the Clippers had to steal one of those games in order to win this series? That's where I stop short, because the Suns, as of right now, let's not forget, we're talking about a Devin Booker who has a broken nose, who has not, since they've made some defensive adjustments, has not shot the ball well in multiple games so far. And now we're relying on a Chris Paul, a 36-year-old Chris Paul, who, God forbid, if the Clippers win Game 5, and this becomes 3-2, and we begin to start thinking about, oh, my goodness, we got 3-1 happening all over again, because we got the reverse here with Chris Paul. There's a reason he doesn't want to talk about 3-1, being up 3-1, because he's been up 3-1, and he's seen that not succeed ultimately. So, Acho, I appreciate your point. It is one of the reasons why I thought, and why I think, that the Clippers may have missed their best chance of winning this series. But to suggest that the series is over because the Suns are up 3-1, I need a more dominant, experienced, proven Suns team for me to believe that they have already knocked out this Clippers team. I just believe with all the changes that the Clippers have made, the way they did play against Utah, the way they've played without Kawhi Leonard, that they're still capable of clawing their way back into the series.
And this is why I'm certain that we're the better team and we should have the better outcome despite being down 1-3. That's my point. Colvin, our producer, reminded me that in that closeout series again,